The head of the U.S. Southern Command, General Douglas Fraser, said the U.S. is concerned about the weekly direct flights between Iran and Venezuela. Fraser also alleged that this could be an opportunity for making military connections, following accusations made at Washington to Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez of building nuclear weapons and violating international sanctions against Iran over its nuclear program.
Venezuela and Iran are independent countries, and the United States does not like to see that. The main concern should be about U.S. planes bombing Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan and Libya.
The flights began in mid-2006 under an agreement between Venezuela and Conviasa and Iran Air. At the beginning, Iran Air operated the service, but only for 2 months. Then Conviasa took over, and since then it has continued flying from the Venezuelan capital Caracas to Tehran.
Venezuela and Iran cooperate in the fields of trade, culture and tourism. Venezuela has a small economy and it can only grow through bilateral projects with other nations.
Relations between the two countries have tightened under Chavez and Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, who are united in their antagonism to the U.S. government. Venezuela and Iran plan to jointly produce everything from bricks to bicycles and are also cooperating in the development of Venezuela's oil fields.
The allegations that the two countries are exchanging terrorists are baseless, because Washington cannot provide any evidence. The only agenda is to try and isolate Iran and Venezuela.
The oil-rich nations have announced a joint $2 billion fund to finance investments in Venezuela and Iran, as well as projects in other countries seeking to help thwart U.S. domination. There are also plans to boost joint investments in infrastructure, social and energy projects. Since 2007, Venezuelan airline Conviasa has been covering the Caracas-Damascus-Tehran routes. At the end of 2009, a direct flight between the capitals of Venezuela and Iran was announced, which the Venezuelan government says is a leap forward in the growing relations between the two countries. Ricardo Rojas, Press TV, Caracas.